Hello G fans, this is Godzilla here once again, and what you see here is a simple teaser poster or a teaser logo for my fan film. I'm not going to go deep into it. Now, some of you might be wondering, why did you change the title for your movie from Godzilla Secrets of Legends to Godzilla Dawn of the Earth? And why do you have a brand new cast? Well, let me explain. Last year, I actually wrote the full script for my movie. Most of the film would have been Earth-based, again involving the tragic event that would have changed the lives of many. But there also would have been the inclusion of an alien invasion. Now, I thought I was good to go for that one, but as I began to look deeper into my film and even into my script, I began to notice that some of the dialogue for this film, or actually most of the dialogue, sounded painfully average to probably cringy and probably even generic. But there were some dialogue that I thought sounded really good. But overall, the dialogue for this film was just painfully average and even cringy at some parts. So I had to do major rewrites for it. And so I developed a new story. I removed the alien element, and all the rest of the film was just Earth-based, once again involving the tragic event that would change the lives of many drastically. And the problem with my first original script that I actually wrote for the film is that it had a pretty huge monster cast. It had 15 monsters. That was huge. It's like the same amount of monsters that Godzilla Final Wars had. And so I had to change the cast altogether, or actually remove some monsters, and remove some of the monsters I couldn't work well with and replace them with new ones. And so I did. So it dropped from 15 to 13 to 12. And so for many months now, I thought this original story was good to go, and I thought I could work well with the cast. But it had more monsters than Destroy All Monsters. Destroy All Monsters had 11 characters in the film, whereas for my film, it had 12. And so it was like a monster fest again, just like with my first original script. And so, but I stuck with it. That is until recently that I came up with a brand new original story that I could easily work well with, and also came up with a cast that I could also easily work well with. The cast was simple, and the cast was not big, the cast was not a monster fest. It was just a simple cast for the movie. And so I believed that I could work well with that. And so I decided to change the cast altogether. Now it went from 12 characters to 8. That was a pretty big drop, but it was worth it. But overall, why did I change the title for my film, and why do I have a brand new cast and a much smaller cast? Well, it's because I wanted to start off small, okay? I didn't want to go big. I wanted to go big at first. I wasn't trying to go big. Well, I was trying to go big the first time. But for my second time, when I had that original story that I've been wanting to keep for a while now, I wasn't trying to go small on that one, but it felt like a big film due to the sheer number of monsters there are in the film. And so for those two original stories, or for those two stories, they felt like Monster Fest films, and I didn't want to go that route. And so, once again, I wanted to start off small. And I feel that's the right path for me, because smaller things, when you start off small, you actually get best results. And so I want the best results to come out from this film. As it is, I am doing my very best to make the dialogue for this brand new story, for this brand new film, not cringy and not generic and not painfully average, as hard as I can. Because I want the dialogue to sound good. Now, it's going to be a challenge though, because I want you guys to care about the story. I want you guys to care about what is going on. And so I am working my very best. I want to start off small, and I feel that's the right path for me. Now, as for the change in the title, I thought Godzilla Secrets of Legends was the best title to stick with. But as I began to go deeper into it, I feel that the title did not make sense for my film. Like, don't you guys think it doesn't make sense? It doesn't sound like... Don't you guys feel... I'm sorry. I'm having trouble speaking right now. The title, it kind of sounds confusing at best. And so, I thought the title was good at first, but it began to sound more confusing and it doesn't feel like a good title. And so, I wanted to change the title to Godzilla Dawn of the Earth. And I feel that title works best for my film because, you know, it's the beginning, like the beginning of Earth's history. Starting off small can lead to best results, and sometimes less means more. And so I feel that that makes sense for this film because, once again, I want to start off small. And it's best that I start off small. Every fan filmmaker has to start off small. So yeah, that is the explanation as to why there is a huge change to the cast, with a huge removal of some monsters, and also the explanation as to why there was a change to the title of the film. As you can tell by the teaser logo, I am going to try to aim Godzilla Dawn of the Earth for a July 2020 release. So be excited for that, G-fans. And for some reason, if the film does not come out at that time, then I apologize for it. And I'm going, if it does not come out at that time, then I'm going to try to release the film later next year. So that means that I'm going to try to work hard on this film every day and give out my very best if I have the time for it. Because I know you guys have been waiting for so long, and I know you guys want to finally see this movie. And I do too. I almost forgot to mention, there is a premise for the film now, and it's a very simple one. The premise is, at the dawn of Earth's new era, an unlikely trio consisting of Godzilla, his father, and his friend seek to inherit Bikini Atoll, once inherited by a race of noble warriors, as their own home. There. Simple premise. Not gonna go too deep into it. It's just a simple one. And I like it that way. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. And as always, stay monstrous, G-fans.